Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft Crimson Vow, and we're offered a Mirror Hall Mimic as first pick again. It wasn't last draft that we had that, right? That was 2 drafts ago? But still a very good card. So is Hero's Downfall. It's surely one of those two. I mean, Resistance Squad is good, but... Okay, it suggests the rare. That's fine. It says it's actually quite a bit better than Hero's Downfall. Seems fine to me. I'm always happy to get to play some big splashy card versus just some boring removal. And I like blue. I mean, Screaming Swarm fits. What else would you take here? Socialite, I guess? Mariner? Screaming Swarm is a little bit like... big? Alright? Draft him like Screaming Swarm. I guess I'll take it. We're gonna need like some cards smaller than this, but it's nice to have like win conditions already sorted out, I guess. Assuming we stay in blue, which it looks like we're going to. There's good cards here in blue and black. Lots of good cards in black, but also 2 good cards in blue, right? I think I'll take the Drake, probably. Repository Scab's okay. Scavenger and Gluttonous Guest are good. Traveler's fine, but probably would not be close to my top pick. I'd have either of these black cards instead. But the Drake, just give me more blue flyers. A Diver Scab. That's a great blue card, right? Yeah. Okay, so blue seems to be pretty darn open here. So far, anyway. There's 2 good blue cards here, and there's nothing good in any other color. So I have a choice, right? I can take the Lancer or the Scattered Thoughts. It's probably supposed to be the Scattered Thoughts, but I'm a little bit worried that we're just taking way too much heavy stuff. Oh well. I guess that's the way it is. Now here, there isn't really anything good in blue, and the Lampholt Raconteur is, potentially a way to win with the kind of red-blue spells deck. The Infantry is also okay in that it's like a 2-drop, which is pretty cool. And I was saying I have too many like large cards already. I don't really want another 4, probably. Yeah, it's probably supposed to be the Infantry. And this is like the first good red card we've seen all draft, so it's probably not going to stay open. This one just slipped through the cracks. Whereas we've seen some okay white cards go by. Yeah, just give me a 2-drop. Kind of boring, but that's what we need now. Boring cards. We already took all the excitement we're going to need. What about this? I don't think so. I think we just take the Minister. Pretty sweet card. Works well with flyers. Keeps you alive. Happy to have it. Militia not Raider, Rallier. It's okay. I think I'd rather have a Fear of Death, though. Resistance Squad is still here, huh? It's a pretty good white card, guys. Why doesn't anyone want it? I'm also like, we could have taken Raconteur and had this, but those would be our only 2 red cards, and I don't think we would get any more good ones. Whereas clearly we are going to get some more good white cards, it would seem. I guess just having a 3-drop is pretty good, and untapping stuff could be good. Alchemist Retrieval could be right as well, but I need more creatures, I think. Beguiler is way too big. I could just take a 2-mana, like, big idiot here. Like, I'm in blue-white. I should have some enchantments, so this should be able to attack sometimes. But more importantly, it's a 2/3. It's a 2-mana 3/3 blocker, which I would appreciate right now. Yeah, here's that Adamant Will we saw earlier. Perfectly happy to have it. Now, Cradle of Safety, probably, over Alchemist Retrieval. Retrieval is a better card, I guess. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You got me. But I don't know. I like Cradle of Safety better as like, you know, when do you use Retrieval? Mostly when they're trying to remove your thing. Or you want to bounce. Oh, I don't know. You can bounce theirs with this. That is pretty important, I guess. Okay, fine. I don't think I want Radiant Grace, do I? I mean, certainly I'm picking it up now. I hope not to run it. But I do have enough flyers that it could be kind of serious. Yeah, no, no thanks. Serpentine Ambush, not bad, but I think we're going to have plenty of good cards in this deck. Speaking of, I think Angelic Quartermaster looks like a standout here, right? Another huge card, but okay, that's something we're going to have to work on. I don't know. I mean, like, I could take the Heirloom as ramp. I don't think that's a very good idea. Arm the Cathars? That I do not really want. I think it's just a Fear of Death here. More removal. Quasi-removal anyway. Another Minister looks way better than a Scab. And I don't really want this. I have a few. I have like 2 enchantments. That's the 2 Fear of Deaths. And a couple of Disturbed creatures, right? Or maybe it's just 1? Okay, just 1. So, like, this is not an insane pick. But Minister is insane, like, in that it's great. This is almost insane in that it's awful, but not quite. Not going to splash for the Bleed Dry, so I guess it's another Infantry. 2 mana 2/2 is perfectly fine. Fierce Retribution? No, Valorous Stance, right? Yeah. That only costs 2, huh? I guess I got it confused with Sun Gold Barrage from the last set, which costs 3. There's Wash Away, but I think it's just Repository Scab, right? Yeah. The Herrenblessed Geist, I think I value more than Cradle of Safety. It says Griffwing Cavalry, but are we really going to be attacking with, like, non-flyers? I guess it could happen. What about training? Is a 2-power creature going to get to train? Maybe. Still, I think I'd rather have just, like, a 5-mana 3/3, which... it's like a lot of my creatures fly anyway. I'd rather have a 5-mana 3/3 that I can turn into 2/1/1s as well. Don't really want the Trainee. Don't really want the Militia Rallier. Don't really need another giant flyer. I guess I'll just take Evolving Wilds. A 1-mana 1/2 with upside is fine. Still don't want a Militia Rallier. Probably don't need a Blood Token either. Or a Blood Token Generator. Oh, look at that. The Dawnhart Geist is still here. I think it's fine. I think I have plenty of 2-drops, and Vampire Slayer is not a particularly good one. Hallowed Haunting. Oh, no. There's just no way, right? This is a horrible card. When you cast an enchantment, make a spirit cleric equal the number of spirits you control. Like, you really have to be 1,000,000,000% all in on all your things being disturbed cards for this to be good, and I just don't have that many. I have a few enchantments, I have a few disturbed cards. This is not realistic. Fortunately, there are a couple pretty good cards over here in white. I think Sigarda's imprisonment. It says Fierce Retribution. I don't think I agree. I think this deck wants to be attacking, and so I don't really care about their attackers. Ooh. Twin Blade Geist, huh? I'm probably just supposed to take the Minister. But putting double strike on stuff is so cool. Even with all these 2-drops, my curve is still pretty high. Or not. It's not high, but it's not low either, my average mana cost. I could take a Nurturing Presence. The Cruel Witness is tempting, but it costs 4? And I kind of have a lot of flying top end already. I think I'd rather just have a 2-mana 1/1 flyer that also buffs another creature of your choice. There is this, Supernatural Rescue if you wanted to push for some kind of lethal by tapping their things, and then it's just not a good spell at all. There's the Gown. I don't think that's very good. I mean, +2/+0 on a flyer is kind of a cool thing to do, right? But I don't think it's worth all that mana and investing a card in it. Nurturing Presence seems fine. We should start looking at what we're cutting here, because I do have 23 playables at the moment. I think the Dawnheart Geist can go. We're not really much of a life gain deck, I think. How many humans do I have? Not many, right? Yeah, just 3. I think this is kind of junk. It's a 3-mana 3/2 that doesn't fly. And yeah, you draw a card, but in the meantime, you spent 3 mana on a card you don't want. So, I mean, it might help as a blocker, stop them from killing you, but we're clearly winning with flyers, so. Yeah, I think Nurturing Presence is fine. It's nice to have enchantments for Stormchaser Drake, if nothing else. Voice of the Blessed. Now, I don't have a lot of ways to gain life, but I have a couple. And, on average, so okay, is it true that Traveling Minister is my only life gain card, or is there another in here somewhere? It really is just that. Okay. So on average, when I play this, a question that you might ask is, when you draw this card, how many Traveling Ministers do you tend to have on the field already, right? And the way to answer questions like that is to realize that the other 37 cards in your deck don't matter to answer this question. You can imagine you had only a 3-card deck with 2 Ministers and 1 Voice of the Blessed. And then there are just 3 cases to consider? This could be your top card, or your second card, or your third card, right? If it's your top card, you have 0 Ministers in play. If it's your second card, you have 1. If it's your third card, you have 2. So there are 3 cases with a total of 3 Ministers in play, which means on average, you will draw this after 1 Minister. And if you have a Minister on the field Voice of the Blessed seems really good, right? It's a 2-mana 2/2. And like opponents are not usually removing your ministers, so I think that that's reasonable. It's actually slightly better than that because if you draw this before your first minister, you might still have a minister in play because it might be like part of your opening hand, right? Say your first card is minister and your second card is this. Well, okay, but they're still both in your first 7 cards, so it's a little better than 1 on average. So, like if you have a minister in play, you play this. It's a 2-mana 3/3 immediately, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and then it turns into a flyer. Like this is a serious threat. I think we take it over another minister. Lunar Rejection's not bad. Just as a like tempo card. Chill of the Grave could also be okay, but I don't have zombies, so I don't think I will do that. I could cut this Unholy Officiant, I think. We don't really need this. Let's take a Lunar Rejection. No Soul Cipher boards today, I think. Siphon Essence, I guess. I'm probably just going to not run it. But I don't have that much in the way of like instants to hold mana open for, do I? Actually, I don't know. I'm not doing too bad on that. I've got the Retrieval, an Adamant Will, Valorous Stance, Lunar Rejection, Scattered Thoughts. There's some things I could play at instant speed that might make this a little bit more reasonable. But a lot of these are not cards that you can easily, like... Yeah, I guess you can put off the decision of whether to use them. That's fine. I am a little tempted by Piercing Light, though. Not an especially good card, but 2 damage to a blocker is kind of nice. I don't know, just give me the Siphon Essence. Maybe like cut a Fear of Death for it. Just to fix the curve up a little. What about this? Witness the Future. I mean, we don't have a lot of discard effects. So let's see. You shuffle 4 of them into your library, and then you look at the top 4 that remained and choose your favorite of them, which might include the ones you shuffled or might not. And it's a sorcery, huh? I don't think it's going to be very good. I could just run another Cradle of Safety. Maybe cut the Steelclad Spirit now that I have plenty of 2-drops. Binding Geist is decent. A 3/1 is just kind of annoying sometimes, and shrinking their stuff is really quite nice. What on earth am I cutting for it, though? I mean, the Diver Scab doesn't look that good in this deck. I think I still am supposed to run it. But what exactly is it sacrificing? Like, yes, I'd be happy to sacrifice a Drogskull Infantry, probably a Twin Blade Geist, but other than that, it doesn't really have any targets. I think I'll cut it. I have plenty of top end already. This is just removal, which it's pretty good removal, but I'm not going to be able to use the 3/5. very well. And I can't use its, like, exploit effect very well either. And it was kind of upsetting my curve. Fierce Retribution is probably supposed to be the pick here. I could take more Scattered Thoughts. I don't know that I have that much great stuff to draw into, but maybe. It's just a little expensive, you know? Fierce Retribution, cut Nurturing Presence. Certainly it's a better card than Nurturing Presence. I do kind of want flyers, and I do kind of want enchantments. But, like, if I'm playing against werewolves, for example, you know, I've played the other side of that matchup, and the problem is, like, yeah, all the flyers are getting in, but the ground creatures on the werewolf side are also getting in, and they're bigger. So it's sort of nice to have a Fierce Retribution for something like that. But on the whole, I don't know. I guess maybe there's some 2-drop I could cut for it here. My 2-drop is all... This slot is all cool removal. Maybe I could cut Adamant Will. But I want a combat trick that works, like, on offense. So I think if I'm cutting anything, it's supposed to be Infantry or the Nurturing Presence. Or the Siphon Essence, maybe. Well, let's take it for now and then figure it out, right? Like, I don't think I'm putting in Dreadlight Monstrosity. I have plenty of flyers that can get in. I don't need this. I don't think I need another Scattered Thoughts, nor do I need a Stitched Assistant. For the same reason I cut the Diver Scab. We could cut the Repository Scab, actually. It's, you know, returning instants and sorceries is good. But I don't really want to exploit anything. Yeah, that seems fine. Traveling Minister, so good. Okay. For that, I can maybe cut the Counterspell? Maybe even a land. My curve is pretty low now. But I don't think so. Alright, I guess Nurturing Presence can go. I want to keep these 2/2s so that I have something on the board in the early game. Because a lot of this 2-mana stuff is not what I can play proactively. It's removal or whatever. Like, yes, I'm loaded with 2-mana cards, but they're not, like, creatures. And the enchantments on this guy are worthwhile as well. Alright, let's just make sure there's nothing I cut that I want to leave in. Radiant Grace, not so much. Yeah, this will be fine. Uh-oh. Why the heck is this glowing? Some filter, right? Okay, I'm remembering to fix up the lands. I hope you guys are proud of me. And wasn't there some island I liked around this area? Oh yeah, I like this one. I don't know, the little rays of light coming in from through the clouds. I like that. This is nice. Very peaceful. It's more like a grotto than an island, really. And this is like a fjord. Hey, get out of here. Not gonna run a 48 card deck with 25 lands. 8 and 8, is that right? That seems fine. I do have a lot more double pipped white and early white. Maybe I could go with 9 and 7. I think that's fine. Alright, let's see if Draft Sim decides to grace me with a deck tracker or not. It's Gustavo 90. That's from Strixhaven, right? I mean, I don't recognize the specific card, but it looks like a Strixhaven kind of art theme. Anyway, this is great. Minister into a 2-drop. I need another island eventually, but sorry, Plains is the white one. It would be really nice to get it very soon, of course. If I like drew it next turn, that would be amazing. Because then I could play this and buff with Minister. Oh my god. Alright. Two mana 3/3, let's go. This is your chance to abrade it. If you don't do it now, you might never get to. I'm not blocking. They might have Gift of Fangs. If they attack, they almost certainly do. I don't see any reason to not attack with this. There's no like black instant that's going to do anything. And I don't think I need the Fierce Retribution this turn, really. Just playing a 2-mana card seems fine. Disgustingly, I can play Mirror Owl Mimic to get another Voice of the Blessed next turn. It's not legendary, right? Yeah. That's true. If they can kill the... Yeah, okay. Then this is less of an issue, but it's still a 4/4. Okay. I mean, it was only a 2/2. I didn't have any more ways to buff it. But that was a pretty gross start, obviously. The fact that they had Parasitic Grasp was very good for them, but I still had a mountainous advantage from the turns before they got that in, from my very lucky draw. South Central. Is that like a... What city is South Central associated with? Is it New York? Most city references in America are from New York. Maybe it's Chicago? I don't know. Hello, I'd like to play this. Down to 6, okay. I'm certainly glad I kept Voice of the Blessed. Having gotten a 3rd Traveling Minister makes it much, much better. And it was already fine. Yeah, I can just play this, I think. I don't need to do anything else this turn. And what color do I pick up, actually? Blue and white might both be reasonable. I have a lot more blue in hand right now. And I might need double blue before too long. But, you know, Voice of the Blessed can only be cast on double white. I think I'll grab the blue just for, like, Lunar Rejection cleave in case I need it. Nah. Just make sure in case I drop a Voice of the Blessed, it's insane. See? Easy. I knew I would draw that. And Scattered Thoughts is obviously looking pretty good next. But we don't have to main phase it. What the heck is this? Someone's running Voldaren Estate? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Now, by the way, if I somehow like played this at a time when this is animated, it would fall off at the end of turn, so it would not be a good idea. Instead, I'll just Fierce Retribution it. I would like to grab a land with this to make sure I can play the Geist. I already have a card in exile thanks to their Flame Blessed Bolt. Really? Spending a blood token on Reckless Impulse instead of just playing the Reckless Impulse? What were you digging for? That's really odd. Maybe they have a 3-mana play they really want to make this turn? No, they have nothing. Weird. Okay, Minister is good. Cradle of Safety is okay. But I think more than anything, I just want to make sure I can play Geist soon. No, I don't know. Now I can play Minister if I want, but I don't really want to. Yeah, give me Plains. Okay. I'm glad I took the Plains. Fear of Death on the Celebrants is pretty good. Completely shuts them off, right? I could let them attack once if I wanted. To let me play Traveling Minister plus Quartermaster instead. I think that's pretty cool. It's not like they're going to Wolf Strike me, right? Okay, I think I'm done drawing lands. I was happy with all 6 of those, but I don't want any more. Okay, digging for answers, like Bleed Dry, maybe? Okay, Gluttonous Guest is good, but not really what you need right now. I think they should attack here. I don't really want to double block, and I think they know that. That's fine. By the way, this is, yeah, any creature. Oh, it doesn't cost double blue. I thought this was like a kicker of 1 in a blue, but it's not. It's cleave of 3 in a blue, of course. I suppose, like, I'm not in any danger of dying. I'm getting in for 8 a turn. and their hand is empty, I could consider not playing Fear of Death here. But actually, like, right, because what if they what if they get down a flyer? Like, I don't know. I guess in that case I can Lunar Rejection it or something. And these guys aren't really threatening anything. I'm killing them way faster than they're killing me. Not that much faster, I guess. Okay, I will Fear of Death it. And this way, I'll do it before combat because I might uncover a Disturb card this way. That's... I wasn't thinking of that one. That's pretty strong. Let's spread out the damage. I don't want everything concentrated on this one character or one creature. I could have gotten in like one more damage if I'd put it here. Okay, seems good. Yeah, Minister doesn't. It's not just for Orzhov. It's just good in every white deck. Because if you have anything you want to attack with, it's like deal 1 damage, gain 1 life. And if you don't have anything you want to attack with, sometimes it's even better because it's like gain 1 life. And also, by the way, you can attack with something now. Hurricane Wes. This is fine. I have a Voice of the Blessed on 2. Kind of dying for any other play, but hopefully we'll figure something out. Can hold up 2 different instants on turn 3. I guess that's something. A Braid? No. But it's -X, -X. Oh, actually, though... Adamant Will would save it, because they can only give me -2, -2, and this would be a 4/4 with Adamant Will. So I'm going to just attack here. If they block, I can blow it up with... Oh, what if they double block? Okay, I guess I won't attack. They get even more blood tokens this way. Alright. So, I mean, I could have countered this, and then, but then I wouldn't have been able to Adamant Will, and they could do the same thing. Instead, I get to counter this. Bonk. Well, we're playing nothing this turn. Fierce Retribution on either of these guys sucks. And suddenly I wish I had a land back, because I drew a 5-drop. I don't know, maybe I should have thrown away Adamant Will, actually, since I didn't have any creatures, and I did have a 6-mana creature. Yeah, maybe this was a mistake. I'm just too used to throwing away lands. I am going to play this, even though I can't put any counters on. A 3/3 flyer is important right now. By the way, opponent is on just 3 lands. But they haven't used any blood tokens. Yet. So... And if they had wanted to play them... to play lands last turn, they would have used the blood last turn. Yeah, okay. So I guess we can conclude that they had a 3-mana spell they wanted to be able to play. So something like this is maybe not a surprise. Yeah, we really cannot Fierce Retribution the Epicure when they have this in. I guess I can just... I can bounce this now to get something done at least. Save myself some tempo. Because if that gets to attack, I'm like pretty close to dead. Uh-oh. Okay, so Sure Strike, I guess? I can't risk this creature. Not until I have some mana available anyway. Kinda hate this. So, pass? I don't think I need to play another Plains right now. Okay, let's hope that's enough to turn things around. I still need to draw something else. Because presumably they're going to play something here. They have blood tokens, so... And we know almost all these cards are spells, right? Because they were stuck on 3 lands just a couple turns ago. Great card. Alright, I guess we swing. And I'll mill them. I don't think it matters that much to mill myself. I don't know. I could hit some cool stuff. It's not like either of us is ever going to... Milling out is not going to be a win condition. Yes, it's obviously I should mill myself. Okay, that's a little scary. Minister's a great card. If I just swing with both and take 5 here, is that acceptable? It seems bad. I could hold back the Geist as a blocker. And then this will only do 3 damage, which means it can't kill my 4/4. I think that's the best way forward. I could kill my Minister, though. Whoops. Well, maybe that would be acceptable. This means they can't attack with a skeleton because I would block it. I mean, I don't know. I guess I might as well do this if they're... No, because then it takes 4 damage and kills the swarm, which I'd rather avoid. I could block with the minister, I guess. Is that any good? I don't think so. Now, I don't have anything in exile, sadly. Dear. That is probably game over. I don't think you should have played the Celebrant. I think you could have just picked up this stuff straight away. I mean, I don't know. I guess this creature does, like, come back eventually. There's nothing to fear of death right now, though. Could fear this. I'm just hopeful that this might reveal something that, like, adds damage. Because they're only hitting for 3. If I hit, like, my double striker, this actually sets up a potential lethal. I don't think I can win a long game. I need to win right away. So let's just shut that off. Or also one of the 2/2s, the Drogskull Infantries, those would also work. Okay. And now, since they didn't pop the Blood Fountain, like, if they had popped the Blood Fountain, I think they would just be winning here. I guess I'm not really bluffing anything. Might as well play this in case I need it with, like, Scattered Thoughts next turn. Right? Because if they popped the Blood Fountain first, they could draw this. Sorry, instead of playing this, they could have played one of their Harvesters. And then they could just shoot this. Uh-oh, they only spent 1 blood token. They must have an answer. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty bad. I now have something in exile, though. Can't block these, obviously. All these blood tokens are amazing, obviously. Alright, this is now lethal on board. Traveling Minister. Block some of it, I guess. I don't know exactly what my win condition is. It's like, how am I going to draw 4? Okay, I know what I'm drawing. It's Screaming Swarm. Does that win? No. Like if I attack with both of these, they attack with everything. I block here and I take 2, I'm at 3. They play something, I play Swarm. I guess then my Swarm is representing lethal. So I guess what they should do next turn is pop the Blood Fountain and play 1 Harvester, threatening to kill the Swarm again? Okay. I guess they might miss that somehow. Even if they don't do that, actually, the fact that this is going to turn into a 2-2 when it dies is probably game over. Yeah, they don't even have to play the Harvester to like kill the Swarm. They can just play it as an attacker. That also works. Oh, alright. I guess that's fine. You really don't want to use your Blood Fountain. You know what I'm drawing, so it doesn't really matter. Lots of lines win. That's one of them. I think? I guess I only take 2. But I'm left with no creatures, which is obviously pretty bad. I could shuffle... Oh, okay, sure. I could shuffle this in before I draw. That would be kind of a cute play. Since I have enough mana to play most of the stuff I could draw. Anyway, I mean, good game. I think I got fairly lucky and still lost, so... Can't really complain. Right, topping the... or finally milling the Drogskull Infantry. Like, I didn't mill that many cards with the Screaming Swarm, and there aren't that many cards in my deck that benefit from being milled, but we did manage to hit one of them at a time when it looked like it might have won the game. But all those blood tokens meant opponent just like never had to take their foot off the gas. And I was struggling a bit to stay on the gas. This is like not great, but it does have a 1 and a 2, so we'll have to figure out the color problems later. And as soon as it gets an island, obviously it's a good hand. The question is just, is that going to be anytime soon? Yep, it is. Okay, great. Wow. I haven't seen that card in a long time. Who runs that? No attacks here. The 3-2 does not trade that favorably into this. And it'll be much better once I have the Geist online. Oh dear. Okay. Definitely want the 4th mana this turn. So that in case they don't play anything I want to counterspell, I can Scattered Thoughts instead. And here we make this a 4/1 and turn that into a 0/1. That does make it a zombie if it blocks, I guess, but oh well. Okay, and they do want to do that. Fair enough. Both decks doing pretty good things. I think theirs is better than mine because they have a cool rare and I don't. But I'm still doing some annoying stuff. It's based on toughness, right? Yeah, so this would turn into a 3/3 if they decided to do that. They wouldn't do that main phase, though. I'm gonna have to say no to Skull Scabs, I think. Fear of Death, the 3/3? I don't really have to, right? I can just swing with both of these and make it a 1/3. But, like, making it not attack is kind of cool. So let's do that. Maybe we get a cool Disturb card as well. There's only like 2 left in the deck, I think. Alright, no dice, but at least we don't have to draw those lands. I'm still holding open Counterspell mana, by the way. I don't have it, but I might have done. This isn't so bad. Yeah, let's just blow up Geralf, right? Looking pretty good now. I have a slightly better board. I was going to say I have more card value, but I guess they have these blood tokens, which are essentially draws eventually. Interesting attack. I guess they have something else they'd rather block with. I thought the trade here would be pretty obvious. But I guess I have Binding Geist, which could make this a 0/2, so it's not really much of a block. Alright, let's just main phase this. I don't see any reason to delay. I guess it would be sort of nice if counterspelling that used up some of their mana for their next turn. Yeah, I don't think I'm likely to draw anything that matters. I don't want to give them a way to use this 6 mana, basically. I want to wait till they've untapped before I play this, so that counterspelling it is an expense for them. Should have done that in response to my pumping it, so I didn't gain the life. Are you countering this then, or what? Surely doing it just to save 3 life is not a good play. Okay. Would love to hit that with Spectral Binding. I thought they might not attack so that they can block with this and pump that. Or flip it or whatever. Okay, well, I mean, not a great hit, but it means I didn't have to draw all those lands at least. I don't have anything in exile at the moment. I want to play this, but I also want to play this, and I can't do both. I think binding that is pretty important. I can wait, right? Just play out a big flyer. Yeah, I don't have to attack this turn. Should therefore have not aimed the Minister at this in case they bounced it again, but... What the hell? Why would you do that? Okay, you want to draw a card, sure. And this is a good blocker. Okay, I guess. Alright, well, I actually don't mind if this blocks now. And I don't really want to block myself. Do I? I kind of do, actually. I don't want to let this attack and get in for 2 lifelink, so no blocks. No attacks, rather. I'm happy to make that trade. Ooh. Sort of scary. Bouncing any of their stuff doesn't seem like it's going to matter, right? Attacking with a 4-2 doesn't really accomplish much. What if I bound up their zombies so that I didn't have to worry about it attacking me anymore? And threatening to flip the 2-2. I don't think that's very reasonable. I mean, I can attack with the 2-2 this turn and get in 4 damage if I want. I don't think they're blocking, but then they get to attack with this, which I don't like. Maybe I just bind it? After they don't block? Oh, or I could bounce this and play it again, using this as an untap ability to let it block? That seems pretty wacky. Yeah, let's just take away their lifelink. Oh my god, really? Okay, before they can play an instant or sorcery spell, I'm going to bounce the other one. Thank goodness that was a sorcery. Drake's pretty cool. It's only with the target of a spell, right? Yeah. So, I don't know which of these creatures are getting in. Probably not the ground guy, because they can block here. This one they could block with a flyer, but they don't really want to, right? Oh, they do, because this turns into a real boy. But it's only lifelinking for 2? I just hope they don't get a lot more instants and sorceries, but they have so much blood. Shoot. I think I might be supposed to kill this zombie. Because my life total is not totally safe right now. Like, yes, I'm gaining 2 per turn, but if I'm going to be taking 4... I don't know, I can start blocking with this. Yeah, I shouldn't... I shouldn't have attacked, because then I could double block here. Okay, I hold this back, I guess. To block their stupid lifelinker. Oh dear. Oh, they don't even sack the zombie, huh? Wow. Well, I can just exile that, I guess, and swing in the air for 7. Seems pretty good. I don't have to do it now. I just have to live 1 more turn, probably. They're attacking for 10, so it is a little scary, but I have a 2/2. Now, in principle, this thing isn't actually gaining an amount of life that matters. Because they're at 7 and I can attack for 7 again, but... Actually, probably more. But I really don't want them gaining life, because they can, if they have a non-creature spell, they can create some blockers in the air. I don't know, maybe I should be killing this? And now this is online, because I have a card in exile. Obviously it's not dead, so I can't do anything with it, but when it does die, I can make 1/1s out of it. Okay, they found a blocker. But they can't attack, because then I would have too much here, yeah. If I discarded this and put double strike on something, I still wouldn't have quite enough damage, right? Like, I could make this double strike so that it's lethal. And then swing with this as 4 attack. I guess that doesn't kill, but it does force them to chump with this, which seems pretty good. Seems like we're winning here. What happened to the other Whispering Wizard, by the way? They must have discarded it to a blood token? I don't think I killed it, right? They were fishing for some answer. I mean, this is 7 damage. There's no way they have 7 more, right? Okay, GG. We've never even played this card. I feel like this is a Traveling Minister deck. It's Max Cuddles. Oh, how nice. Sure, I have a 2-drop. I'll take it. And a 3-drop for what that's worth. Oh, the draw that makes me wish I had played a Plains. It's fine. I don't mind running this out first, since I don't have any life gain anyway. I have the Plains in hand. Whatever. I mean, I could, right? This isn't exactly the kind of creature I think I should be scared of, but, you know, it has reach. Eventually Binding Geist can, like, maybe turn it off, but it's still a pretty good blocker. Let's just get in for some damage. God, this is so, like, so committal. What if they have a real creature in there? Yeah, I guess we don't do it. And I don't think I even attack. They might be afraid of a combat trick and not go for the block, and that would be nice. But I'm afraid of them playing like a 2/2 haste and training this. Actually, if they do that, I guess, what am I doing anyway, right? Okay, I guess. Well, no. They're just going to attack for 1. Alright, this just doesn't work. Now I have like a credible threat to block here. Even if it trains, which would be nice to be able to counter, to prevent, not counter in the technical magic sense or prevent, but to like have a plan for. Not great. Still don't want to attack. Don't really want to play this right now. It doesn't have any activators, and it's just a random 2/2. And it's like, it has the potential to win the game, but... Well, you know what? I have Alchemist Retrieval if they try to kill it. I guess that's fine. Ooh, okay. That's a good card. Probably supposed to shut that off with Sigarda's Imprisonment. Was looking for a Minister. This is cool, but not actually doing anything yet. So I will just turn this thing off before something bad happens. A land or a spell next turn are both pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Okay. Land it is. I don't have the Alchemist Retrieval now, so if they kill this, they'll actually get to kill it. But that's okay, it kind of sucks right now. And a 4/4 flyer is pretty dope. What 6-mana spell did they pass with, actually, it occurs to me. Okay, abrading the 2/2. That's fine. I don't actually have any synergies for it at the moment. Ooh, okay. But I can shuffle it back in at some point, so that's alright. This one first, I think, so I get the counter on it, obviously. Keeping open the retrieval is a nice side benefit. Still no attacks. Oh no, really? Okay, exile another card. Target creature gets -X/-X. Okay, so I guess it's trading for my retrieval. When it enters the battlefield or dies, so they get to do that again. Oh no, they get to exile my swarm. Oh, that's so rude. This card is so gross. I mean, I can run this out again. There's then this 4/4 horrible dude. I guess it's sort of fine. If they attack with it, it like... it's pretty bad, don't get me wrong. But it can like... I can double block with these two. It kills one of them and bops the other with its exile effect. I'm left with an empty board, but at least I can play a 3/3 flyer. After activating this thing's ability? Yeah, I think we just have to, like... Here you go, here's my soft underbelly. Just, like, take a swipe, will ya? This card is... We just have to concede that this card is giving us... It is doing well. Oh, and they get this to train, don't they? Alright, we have to kill that first. If I do that, then I lose this, but I can buff here? Yeah, there's nothing very big in a graveyard right now. They would only get -2/-2 out of it. Okay, this is fine. I can use this thing as an enchantment first, before it gets exiled. Wow, okay, that's interesting. 7 mana. Well, I can't play 2 4s. But I could make another 3/3. Let this thing hit me one more time. Maybe 2 more times? Before killing it? Oh, I can copy their thing. That doesn't actually work. The mana value of this card is 3. I could give that -3/-3. But I want a 4/4 menace more than I want this, right? Yeah. Don't want to remove counters from anything. Just gonna blow up a 1/1, I guess. Are you shitting me? Right after I played my copy effect. Let's see. If these two trade, their effect will go off first. Oh my god, this is so gross. Okay, what's the wording on this? On the other side? So it doesn't matter whose creature I enchant, I get the copy. So if I attack with this... Well, I don't have enough mana to enchant it, and... Boy. Well, I guess if I attack with this... No, they just let it go face. Okay, well, let's put together a blocker squad, I guess. Really wish I'd made this a flyer, it turns out. Opponent has played 2 insane bombs and 2 very good removal spells. I guess I should have attacked with this, because how else was it going to die? Wait, it can target itself? Oh. No. They're obviously not blocking here. Yeah. I'm ruined. If I could just get this to die, I think I'd actually be okay. Well, no. Because I can make some 1/1s with this, but then I have to sack them immediately. Or chump block with them, rather. Oh, an enchantment, not something in exile. Why did I think it was something in exile? I don't think this was a very good game. I mean, I don't know. I could have waited with my Mirror Hall Mimic until they played Dreadfeast Demon the very next turn. Alright, if you're just going to stall, I'll leave. I was going to let you have the pleasure of killing me, but you didn't want it. But, like, I don't know. If you delay every play because your opponent might play Dreadfeast Demon next turn, you're, like, not going to win a lot of games. If you're in a totally winning position and the only way you can lose is if opponent plays Dreadfeast Demon next turn, but you could, like, play around that, obviously, yes, play around it. But we were not in that kind of a position. And it seemed like making a 4/4 that could, like, shrink one of their things was pretty cool. This, I don't think, is very good. I can't play anything until 3. And then I don't even have a 4 plan. But I think it's better than, like, mucking around. Like, I do at least have a potential win condition here in, like, some flyers. And the guys should trade okay with their first couple of plays, probably. Right? Block a 2-drop and shrink a 3-drop or something. They're not doing anything, which is nice. I hope we can count on this continued clemency. I think I'll just Lunar Rejection this on their turn. Swing here for 3. It's not an incredible tempo play, but it's fine. And I guess we're racing? They have a borderless blood token? That's interesting. I didn't realize that affected the actual tokens on the board as well as the pop-up. Come on in. Is this mono black, by the way, or are they color screwed? Presumably color screwed, right? Not popping a blood token, okay. Seems reasonable. Suggests that they need it to, like... Well, that's fine. They need the blood token to dig for something? Alright, red. Oh, nice. For you, obviously. Not for me. Play this pre-combat so I get the mill. Okay. It's a little scary. There's a lot of damage saved up in those things. I can play my whole hand, though, so that's kind of nice. So I think I will do that. I guess I should have played that before combat. Maybe I would have wanted to play this. But I also wanted to know what I milled off of the combat, so I guess... Yeah, I don't know. It was probably better to play that pre-combat, but not crazy. To go either way. That's pretty cool, but it doesn't win. Does it? No. You can get in for 5? Sure. I'm happy you're spending mana on that instead of on winning. Gift of Fangs right now would be pretty cool, I guess. Then you wouldn't be dead. Wrong one? Oh no, my graveyard got emptied. Oh, very cool. I see. So this suddenly became large again. I missed that. Yeah, nice play. I almost died. IL956. Okay, don't know what that means. Can I keep this? It's got a minister. Doesn't have much follow-up to that. But it is a minister. Actually, I should probably be attacking with this. Right? Since a lot of games I'm racing. I'm trying to kill them quickly. Okay. Now I guess I'm doing nothing with it? Just trying to trade with the 3-1? Am I at 1 loss or 2? It's 1, isn't it? 4 and 1? I think so. Well, I'm drawing lots of planes. It's not exactly what I wanted. But at least I'm getting to the position where I could maybe play Quartermaster. Sure. That's pretty bad for me. That's really good. Not quite enough yet to start blocking. And now any land makes things look pretty good. Blue-white definitely could have some stuff that would disrupt my Voice of the Blessed, but those are like less so than other colors, right? Yeah, come on in. Right, maybe they're going to bounce this, but they're probably not going to kill it. Sigarda's Imprisonment, I guess, would be the main thing to worry about. Okay. I could hold up counter magic, like a Cradle of Safety or a bounce spell of my own. But I think it's probably better to just play a 5-mana card. They didn't play anything with 4 mana. I should be careful. I don't think there's any rush to get this down. These are still going to be useful enough spells to play. I really need to make sure nothing bad happens to my 4/4. Oh. How much do I care about this getting tapped? I could put Cradle of Safety on it and it wouldn't get tapped. I don't think that's very good. I think I would rather just Lunar Rejection their Spirit. Which I guess I should do now, right? Not let them counter it. No, because I want to be able... No, they're not going to count. They're not going to do anything to kill this now when they just... Ah, but if I'd done it in their upkeep, they couldn't flicker it quite as well. Because this has this flicker ability. You discard a card, you get this thing back at the beginning of the next end step. I guess it doesn't matter whether it's tapped on their turn or not. It's... Oh no, this... Yeah, this lets it untap at the beginning of their turn. Okay. I was thinking more about their counterspell, but actually... Oh, it doesn't even come back tapped. But if I'd done this on their turn, they couldn't attack with it. On the other hand, they could have countered, and that would have stopped me. No, I didn't get to draw a card anyway. Okay, this is a bad plan. Okay. So this gets Flying and Vigilance next turn, which seems good. That's only true if I play the Angelic Quartermaster. If I try to instead hold open Cradle of Safety... But I think they would have removed it already if they could, right? I don't know. I think this is a good enough blocker that I don't actually have to go crazy. But if I don't play this now, I'm not going to be able to play it next turn either. And I think actually this being like... Okay, I should have put the counter here, it turns out. Getting in for like 6 or 7 damage is pretty good, actually. They're probably blocking with the 1/1, so it won't really matter where I put the counter. But I should have put it here so that if they choose not to block, it's a bit worse for them. Oh, they just concede. Well, that's nice. I was worried I was still navigating a pretty tricky maze. But apparently they just didn't have any way to deal with it, and they gave up. Great. Oh, it is 2 losses. Okay, so 5 and 2. Let's try to get a couple more wins out of this. Don't be too greedy. Just ask for 1 more win. And then when you get that, you can ask for another. First time not finding an opponent quickly in a while. Alright, we got the eject button. Should be fun. Minister on 1, Evolving Wild, and another Minister on 2 seems good enough. Ooh, red-white. Don't see a lot of red-white in this set, I feel like. Okay, probably put the Fear of Death on that. I could play out a 2/2 instead to block this. But then they get to attack with the 3/3, right? Yeah. I don't know. Getting a creature out that trades with their 2/2 is okay. It gives them something to do with their combat trick, though, perhaps. But they might have something scarier than this. Very easily. Okay, let's just play this. And maybe I have something to do with retrieval, although probably not. It's looking bad. I don't have enough like proactive plays here. Okay. I mean, I guess I could wait until Cradle of Safety to try to like actually block and eat this. That's a little greedy. Is letting in 5 okay? I guess it is. Yeah, I think they probably have a combat trick. Maybe not. Minister's pretty good. Screaming Swarm, not so much. Let's see what we get out of taking this guy out. I don't know, maybe it should have been the Trampler. They didn't seem to have a combat trick last turn. It can still actually attack and untap stuff when it does, which is kind of funny. Oh, it can untap the Minister. I didn't think of that. That's pretty cool. Wow. Big card. What if I hold back? Yeah, I'm gonna not gain life here. So if they try attacking with the 3/2, I can block with the ministers. I think that's better than using them. And if they try some trick, I can bounce something. Okay. Board's looking pretty okay now. Heron of Hope is not that bad. I don't think I'll bounce it. If I did, I would stop them gaining a life. Still, not a good play. Is it? It's 2 life. Not that that's a big deal, obviously. Yeah, I might not draw a land for Screaming Swarm that soon. Let's just get a little bit of a break from this. Buy some tempo. You should have aimed at the Minister, not at the Flyer. Oh boy. This would be a lot better if I could play the Swarm first. But I need to be realistic here. I would happily double block here with these two, so I will not attack with them. Even if they pump it and attack with a 6/4, I would love that. I get a bajillion 6/4s. Sorry, 4/4 flyers. Why did I say 6/4? I don't know. They didn't pump it because they want to not kill the 2/2 on purpose, it seems. Which is fair enough. Oh. They just wanted to spend an abrade to keep this alive. But they still could have... I don't quite understand it. They could have pumped this so that they didn't need the abrade to do that? Did they think they were tricking me into blocking? Maybe. Is it possible that I want a bajillion 4/4 menace creatures instead of a bajillion 4/4 flyers? I think no, because then I'm kind of committed to keeping their 4/4 alive, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just attack first. Taking 5 is not great, but opponents... I was about to say nearly dead. I thought they were at 12, not 22. But I think we need the mimicry to go well. If this dies, I'm probably in a lot of trouble no matter what happens. I could copy Minister. That'd be kind of funny. So, you get a turn. What can you do with it? Probably can't kill it on 2 mana. You might have, like, Rending Flame. That would be really bad, obviously. Or they might just have enough creatures. That would be something. Okay, that's a start. I think we can't attack with the Swarm. That's pretty clear. Well, but I can't block with it either, right? Right, because I need this Mother Swarm alive. Ah, but now I can actually keep it alive if it blocks. Say they attack with 2 4/4s. I'm blocking with these two. Ah, well, one of them was a 5/4. I'm pretty close to dead. But... oh, this is one... no. This sets up lethal next turn. Oh, except they're gonna... well, they're gonna attack with both of these. And I have to block one. So this is gonna be dead. I'll only have 10, 12 damage next turn. So I'll be 2 off. 3 because of the Minister. Okay, let's hold this back then. No. Because I still don't want to block with it, right? Well, I want to block the 4/4. They can only make one 5/4. If I let that in and double block the 4/4 with my 5/5s, then I don't have to lose this. Okay, so no attacks then. And go to 2, assuming they have nothing. Not a great position. But hopefully with unlimited Screaming Swarms, I sort of take over soonish. Oh, they have a lot of draw. That's true. They're just looking for like 2 damage, basically. If they found some extra damage, I could choose to lose one of these. And so the damage doesn't all get to go face necessarily. But if they have like a Braid, it's really bad because they kill this and then I have to block with a 5/5. But I can still block their 4/4 and let 5 in. So I think we have some play. By the way, vindicated in my choice to put in extra planes because I don't have enough. Still 20 cards in deck, so milling them out if I attack is out of the question. Okay. Getting ready for the attack. The 4/4 menaces are really good. But I'm glad they're under so much strain. Are they thinking of attacking with Minister? That doesn't make any sense. So the only thing to do with it is buff up a 4/4. So I'm not sure what they're mousing over those guys for. Ah, interesting. Is that anything? So now I can't let this in, right? I can't let in the 5. Well, I can, right? I can do this and that. Then I still have 2 of these guys to block with later. Plus a 2/2. I'm at 2, but I have a zillion flyers, hopefully? They damaged the wrong one. Not that it matters, but in case they have... I mean, if they don't have Guiding Bolt, which they know, then it doesn't really matter. Ooh, this is so good. Okay. So... oh, but I don't want to... don't want to play another creature. I don't want to spend all my white, rather. Fierce Retribution, like, is great. So I think I could attack with both 5/5s here. But that's obviously very greedy. What if they have more haste or some removal or something? But it's like, it's setting up 2-turn lethal, which is why it looks good. I can pump up like one of them as well to get a little more damage in. This one, say. But I need to be careful because... No, I think attacking with both of them is bad. Because they might choose not to pump this up, because why bother? And then attack with this and a haste creature and this. And then I don't have enough blockers. So let's just attack with the big one. The Mother Swarm, as it were. Keep both of these back. Oh. I do get to mill a lot, huh? 3 times? I think it should still be me every time, right? If I get to attack enough times that these guys mill them out, then I'm winning anyway. Wow, all lands. That's nice. So this still seems to be setting up 2-turn lethal. Wow. Sad to have to throw away a wedding announcement, but obviously, yes, it's no good right now. Why? What? Why play this? I thought they would want to blood it away. I guess not. I should have attacked first. Maybe it would draw something, mill something relevant. So this mills for 4. Obviously hitting them with it doesn't really matter. I should be safe and just mill once, right? Oh no, it actually... attacking does mill for 6. So I have 3 swarms on the board, even if only 2 are attacking. Like... I don't need to attack with both of them now to have lethal next turn. I just need to attack with 1. And this gives me extra protection against something weird happening. Like they somehow get in. I can't imagine how they would do that. But I very clearly still have lethal next turn. So let's do this. Would have liked that Siphon Essence. Maybe they already had a land in hand to blood away, and that's why... No? Phew. Scary one. Pretty close. I think they could have easily drawn, like, some kind of face damage. There's some in the set, surely, right? In red? I can't think of any, though. Like, Rending Flame, Blessed Bolt, and a Braid all only target creatures, I think. Let me look up Blessed Bolt. Creature or Planeswalker, yeah. I'm sure there's something in red that could do direct damage. If there isn't, that's good to know about. I don't think we can keep a 1-lander, even with a good 1-drop and a decent 2-drop in hand. It's even a tap land. Yeah. Alright, this has a 2 and some good stuff later. It's not a 2, it's a 3. Okay, it's a little bit worse, but we're clearly not mulliganing to 5 when we have a kind of adequate hand. I would not be at all surprised to lose here, though. Oh, okay, yeah, I would be surprised not to lose is what I meant to say. It's a pretty good card. Could imprison it, I guess. But I think better to just play out a creature to trade with the 1/1. Mimicry on that is kind of interesting, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I guess it is just a 1/2. Yeah, give me a creature. Just draw nothing but good stuff because of all that blood. No block, actually. I think these two are both small enough to not be that big a deal. And I would like to be able to copy it if I can. I think a 3/1 is, well, I don't know, a 1/2 is maybe better to copy, actually. Because I can block the Epicure without dying. And I don't want to exile much from my graveyard, probably, and I don't want to attack. So, yeah. Well, I certainly... But, yeah, I mean, the only thing that matters is that this has 2 toughness. Is that good enough that I want only 1? I think it probably is. Oh, they have blue. Wow. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's direct damage, but I wasn't too worried about that last game. Okay, I don't mind this double block. Okay. Island would have been good. None of these are wolves. They might play a wolf eventually. Could just use this to bounce and draw. That's probably best. And I did get the island I wanted, so that's why I did it main phase, in case something like that happened. Also, so they couldn't like play an instant in their upkeep. It wouldn't be a huge shock if they can kill this, but I really want to get something decent down that I can mimicry. If I just mimicry like their 1/3 or something, I'm not really getting anywhere, I think. The problem is, like, what's going to happen is I'm going to commit the mimicry, and then they're going to abrade my 3/3, and it's going to be like, well, GG. Or they're going to attack with all, and like I'm kind of, I don't know. I guess I can probably take 3 damage, right? So I don't have to die to Sure Strike. Okay, no combat tricks is good news. Apparently no removal. Happy to see another land. 3 damage to any target would be this. So maybe I put this to sleep and then get ready to start copying it in the future? Oh, tapped wrong. Should have kept open all my blue. I mean, it's a really juicy Mirror Hall Mimicry if I can actually get their 6/4. But they're going to have some chances. I think like shrinking this was very much called for. Their life total... Sorry, my life total is by far the biggest. Let's kill that. I mean, I'm probably not succeeding in killing either, right? They're using Sure Strike or something. So I might as well stop the 2 damage. I'd rather kill this because it's doing face damage, whereas this is just making stuff enter tapped, which is probably not that big a deal, but I don't think I'm succeeding in killing either, as I said. Ooh. For burn, huh? That's something. So you're going to be entering tapped, which is a little bit bad. Oh, I didn't realize they had... Okay, well, I guess I'm blocking that. I hate their 1/3. I could Valorous Stance my own dude right now, I guess, before they get a chance to play anything else. Sure, why not? Okay, it's looking good. We have them sort of paralyzed. But we're not out of the woods yet. No, they don't have more... Oh, it is 3 cards. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I didn't realize... I obviously could have waited till their upkeep, but I thought I didn't want them to cast a spell. Turns out what I didn't want them to do was make a 3/2 wolf on my turn. I keep thinking it's only creature cards, and I was like, there's no way they have 6 creatures in there. Or 3 more, right? Okay, my stuff entering tapped so far has been a big deal. I think pretty obvious we make no plays here. Okay. Not much in their graveyard. I don't think I can attack with the 6/4 yet. Or indeed anything. Their graveyard has no cards in it. I'm a little surprised they targeted this guy. Huh. I can attack with the Pyre Spawn if I want. They only have 2 attackers, right? But then if I do, they can like block with this and make this a 3/3, which I wouldn't like. Yeah, so I think no attacks. Oh, that's very good for players at the table who are not me. Really? Why the wolf? Or the knight? Why not? Oh, it can't target itself, and I guess you'd want this to die? Oh, they're actually attacking, huh? Well, I mean, okay. I need this to die, and I can't make it do that. So, pass to blockers. If I block here, I can get double strike and put it on one of these guys, and then I'm attacking for like 18, but that's still not lethal even if they let it all in. I kind of don't want them to have double strike because I want them to die. Because I need to deal with flyers. Okay, so I guess I just have to block here. And I could block this, but I need it to block a 3-power creature next turn. So I think I have to let in 2, right? Do I want this to block? I don't think I do. I could give something double strike. I guess I could give this double strike next turn so that I only have this 1 3/3 to worry about. But it would be a 5/5, right? So... They don't have enough mana to spend this right now. They have to wait till next turn. But that means they can buff either one of these. Okay. We're going to need to draw something real here. A serious card. Okay, that is pretty serious. Sure, good tap. Fierce Retribution. That's one thing. Is Cradle of Safety another? No, because they should pump this to be a 4/4 if they're thinking straight. So giving this +1/+1 won't do anything. I guess I take the Minister? My ground creatures don't matter anymore. So we full send. And I do live if they don't draw anything. You know, maybe I could have afforded to attack with one more of these last turn. I don't think so. Oh, they can put it on that guy. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't see that coming. I mean, I couldn't have done anything about it this turn. Well, I could have, right? I could have not... No, that was... I could have not attacked with these. I just didn't see that line at all. Because it didn't have flying. Right? Yeah, I just had this. So I think I actually killed myself here by attacking with too many of these. I just forgot this creature existed at all. Okay, a deserved loss. I mean, would playing it differently have won? Maybe. I'm sure I made some smaller mistakes earlier as well. Kind of bummed I never got any of the Pyre spawns to die. Oh well. Still, 6 wins isn't bad. For a kind of weird blue-white deck that didn't have much disturb. Just had flyers, I guess. And some control/tempo tools. Happy enough. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.